Hello, everyone. The first thing that I would like to stress is that Harmony is a common project, and I would like to thank all of the participants, whether member of associate members of the Harmony Alliance, to help to keep that to keep our project alive and successful. Next slide. We really feel that sharing anonymized data in a safe way is a new form of collaborating in our need to save human lives, and in this case, in patients with hematological malignancies. And for these purposes, we should use all the resources that we have available, including big data and uh, in, uh, sorry, artificial intelligence. Next slide. We have in these 4 years of the projects, I think we have achieved many of our goals. In the first is that we have been able to provide a unique and high quality big data platform that fulfills of the GDPR regulations all over Europe, not only and in the different countries of our continent. We are hoping to be enabled to harmonize the outcome measures and endpoint definitions at European levels in hematological malignancies, because we think that this would be really beneficial for our patients. We also believe that omics have to be absolutely in our clinical daily practice, must be incorporated to this. And finally, we believe that if we are able to succeed, we will speed up not only drug development and access for the patients to new, more efficient and less toxic drugs, but also to accelerate the bench to bedside processes. Next slide. And what have we done since 2017 that we begin our work? Next slide. As Jesus mentioned in the beginning, in the introduction of this session, we have been able to start research activities in almost all blood cancers, in all hematological malignancies, including acute leukemias, chronic leukemias, and this is particularly important in the Harmony Plus project, lymphomas, and monoclonal gammopathies. Next slide. As has been mentioned before, we have identified more than 60,000 data sets, data from patients with hematological malignancies, and more than half of them are now introduced into the Harmony Big Data platform. And the other half is expecting to enter into the platform in the coming months. Next slide. We also have now more than 18 research projects, active projects, and we have been able to start delivering Delphi survey projects in different disorders like AML, MDS, lymphoma, CLL, and we are expecting in multiple myeloma, and we're expecting to have this in the future in other neoplastic diseases. Next slide. And more importantly, we have been able to create a powerful and growing European network of hematologists and other stakeholders involved in the care of the patients with hematological disorders. Now we have more than partners and more than 300 Harmony ambassadors all over Europe. And we have been able to see and demonstrate that it is possible to collaborate between the different stakeholders related to hematologic malignancies, including academic institutions, pharma companies, HTAs and regulatory authorities, hospitals, and patient organizations. And we have been also able to create strong connections with other networks overseas, including the American Society of Hematology. And now we are planning to have a common meeting at the next ASH 2021 meeting between the ASH and Harmony. And we think that this would be a very welcome meeting for all of us. And finally, we have a visible position in the digital world. We have created our websites, newsletters. We have our 20 LinkedIn accounts, and also there are many videos of the Harmony Alliance in YouTube. Next slide. And in the past 4 years, we have also been able to build a structure and expertise to share clinical research data safely and efficiently. And I would like to thank the people participating in the creation of this very big data platform for being able to fulfill all the GDPR requirements and also to being able to show that our structure, our database is absolutely safety, not only for academic partners, but also for the pharma partners. We have been present in multiple events, including international conferences. We have now made 5 general assemblies, have had many sessions and video conferences, and have developed multiple awareness campaigns for showing the people the importance that has research data setting for patients with hematological malignancies and in the future for every disease. And in the end, we have started to create a COVID-19 data platform because we are living in a pandemic that is strongly affecting patients with hematological malignancies. So I would like to stress that the risk of death for a patient with a hematological malignancies is three times the one for a, let's say, normal patient. And we have, in the end, been able to create a follow-up IMI project that is Harmony Plus. Next slide. And now I take the lead and the words to our co-lead in the Harmony Alliance, Jan Gulevich from Celgene company from the BMS, that will show you what is Harmony Plus and what we are expecting for the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Guillermo. So probably we could go to the next slide and speak about Harmony Plus. I think I just, in order to transition to this slide, I want to highlight 2 key points that Guillermo had just said. It is about collaborative mindset and collaboration. I think if we reach these objectives and all the things that Guillermo just said, is because we are a big team with all the stakeholders around the drug development, in fact. And it is unique, in fact, because we spoke a lot about project research, about big data, which is obviously the middle pillar of Harmony. But what is also very important, and it is participating to the shift now in the drug development in Europe, it is this new collaborative mindset. So to get out of this positioning game, but with everybody around the table. So I think we are all happy to be able to continue in Harmony Plus and to continue with more and more partners. So I think what we have to memorize for this meeting in Harmony Plus, it's that we are increasing the scope regarding hematological malignancy, as you could see it. So we will have more project research in more disease, if I could say that, which is good. There is also a hot topic, an important topic for a lot of partners, notably for EFPA, and I am from EFPA, so I am raising it, which is a historical control arm. It's really important for everybody, and it is an important topic for the future. For we spoke about sustainability, obviously, but the regulatory and HTA body are looking to this historical control arm very carefully. So it's really important for us to be focused on that. And I think we are all very motivated to work on this direction. So obviously, there is still a request of project research. So I'm speaking to my EFPA colleague to propose project research also, and to not be shy, to continue to propose. And also we are requesting data, obviously, because the power of this platform is with the data plus people. So it's important to not forget that. Probably we could move to the next slide. Perhaps next slide also. So new data are coming. Celgene BMS will provide some data. It's on the way after several obstacles. Janssen and Pfizer also committed to do that. So it is coming. So we hope to have that soon in the platform. It's complex for EFPA partner to, and we are conscious that it is challenge. It's a challenge for all the private company for plenty of reasons, IP reason, culture. There are really a lot of obstacles in order to get a green light, and it's a part of this change of mindset that I'm just highlighting. Change of mindset that we need all to have from public and private. So I hope that we'll have more data in the future. So probably we could go in the next slide. As mentioned before, it's really a cooperative working effort, and we hope to have additional people contributing. So perhaps we could go to the next slide. One important thing that probably and I saw that it is a topic that was raised in the selecting world that Hélène highlighted just before. It is about the data. So we are not all familiar with this kind of challenge. So the goal, the data are coming from everywhere, in fact. So from public, private, but with several levels of quality, several levels of format. And this beautiful schema that is coming from IQVIA, showing that we need to harmonize that. And we are following the OMOP common data model, which is a specific format. But to do that, it's a big effort. So the working package 3 and 4 are working hard to do that. And it's also an important thing to take into account. So it's not only, as you know, the Harmony platform is not a repository with several lines of data set. It is a mix of data in a common data model. So it's also a technical challenge. So it's important to raise and to recognize the effort of our data management colleague for this result, in fact. Next slide, please. So next step, in summary, more blood cancer, as I mentioned, for Harmony Plus. And obviously, we hope more research projects with participation of everybody. As mentioned by Lars, we hope to have more participants and more Delphi survey, and why not with our own Delphi survey tool. The communication is key. I think it's key outside, because outside for everywhere, in fact. I mean, not only in the community of hematology, but probably outside. So we are now a very good relationship, obviously, with ASH and other community, but I think it's important also that we communicate more in the company about this important project. And obviously, an important point for everybody, it's more publication, because it's a way to communicate and to show results in a rigorous way. So I hope that we are all very motivated, and I hope that you are all motivated also to continue this journey, and that we will be able to continue together.